Heading: Team. Definition: a team is a group of individuals who work together with shared goals and coordinated efforts to achieve common objectives. First point: team members depend on each other and contribute their skills. Second point: effective teams improve productivity and organizational performance. Heading: types of teams. Side heading: functional teams. First point: functional teams consist of members from the same department or area of specialization. Second point: they perform regular tasks related to their department. Side heading: cross-functional teams. First point: cross-functional teams include members from different departments. Second point: they combine different skills and knowledge to solve complex problems. Side heading: self-managed teams. First point: self-managed teams are responsible for planning and controlling their own work. Second point: members have greater independence and decision-making authority. Side heading: virtual teams. First point: virtual teams work together using technology despite being located in different places. Second point: they depend on digital communication tools for coordination. Side heading: project teams. First point: project teams are formed to complete a specific task or project. Second point: they usually exist for a limited period until the project is completed. Side heading: problem-solving teams. First point: these teams are created to identify and solve specific organizational problems. Second point: members analyze issues and suggest improvements. Heading: team development. Definition: team development is the process of improving team member skills, relationships, and ability to work together effectively. First point: it helps create stronger cooperation and coordination among team members. Second point: it improves team performance and effectiveness. Heading: stages of team development, Tuckman's model. Side heading: forming stage. First point: members come together and understand the purpose of the team. Second point: relationships and roles begin to develop. Side heading: storming stage. First point: members may experience disagreements and conflicts. Second point: the team learns to manage differences and establish cooperation. Side heading: norming stage. First point: members develop common rules and expectations. Second point: cooperation and trust among members increase. Side heading: performing stage. First point: the team works effectively toward achieving goals. Second point: Members perform their roles with confidence and coordination. Side heading: Adjourning stage. First point: the team completes its task and prepares for closure. Second point: members evaluate outcomes and experiences. Heading: Team building. Definition: team building is a process of improving relationships, communication, and cooperation among team members. First point: it helps create effective and high-performing teams. Second point: it focuses on improving trust and collaboration. Heading: Objectives of team building. Side heading: Improve communication. First point: team building encourages open communication among members. Second point: better communication reduces misunderstandings and conflicts. Side heading: Develop trust. First point: team-building activities increase trust among team members. Second point: trust improves cooperation and commitment. Side heading: Resolve conflicts. First point: team building helps identify and solve team conflicts. Second point: it creates a positive working environment. Side heading: Improve team performance. First point: team building improves coordination and efficiency. Second point: effective teams achieve goals more successfully. Heading: Process of team building. Side heading: Identify problems. First point: the team identifies weaknesses and areas requiring improvement. Second point: understanding problems helps develop suitable solutions. Side heading: Set goals. First point: clear team goals are established to guide members. Second point: shared goals improve focus and commitment. Side heading: Develop action plans. First point: teams create strategies to improve performance. Second point: action plans define responsibilities and methods. Side heading: Implement team activities. First point: team building exercises improve cooperation and relationships. Second point: activities strengthen teamwork skills. Side heading: Evaluate results. First point: team performance is reviewed after implementation. Second point: feedback helps improve future teamwork. Heading: Approaches to team building. Side heading: Goal-setting approach. First point: this approach focuses on establishing clear team objectives. Second point: shared goals improve coordination and motivation. Side heading: Role clarification approach. First point: this approach defines roles and responsibilities of team members. Second point: Clear roles reduce confusion and conflicts. Side heading: Problem-solving approach. First point: this approach focuses on identifying and solving team problems. Second point: it improves decision-making and cooperation. Side heading: interpersonal relations approach. First point: this approach improves relationships and communication among members. Second point: it develops trust and cooperation. Heading: advantages of team building. Side heading: improved communication. First point: team building improves information sharing among members. Second point: better communication increases team effectiveness. Side heading: increased motivation. First point: team activities create enthusiasm and involvement. Second point: motivated members contribute more effectively. Side heading: better problem solving. First point: teams combine different ideas and experiences. Second point: this improves creativity and decision-making. Side heading: stronger relationships. First point: team building develops trust and cooperation. Second point: strong relationships improve workplace harmony. Heading: disadvantages of team building. Side heading: time and cost. First point: team building activities require time and financial resources. Second point: organizations may find them difficult to arrange regularly. Side heading: conflict possibility. First point: differences among team members may create disagreements. Second point: poorly managed conflicts can reduce team effectiveness. Side heading: resistance from members. First point: some employees may not actively participate in team activities. Second point: lack of involvement reduces the benefits of team building. Side heading: overdependence on teams. First point: excessive dependence on teams may reduce individual responsibility. Second point: some tasks may require independent decision-making.